Panda Express Original Orange Flavored Chicken. Zesty, sweet, and flavorful. And speaking of magical, succulent, delicious shrimp, and more shrimp. Come sample our Festival of Shrimp. On now. Panda Express. Chinese for delectable.
If you ever crave Chinese food, you should definitely try Panda Express. With its over 2,200 locations generating more than $3 billion in revenues, Panda Express is the largest Asian restaurant chain in the U.S. How did they grow into a leader in the quick-serve business? Let's dive in to see how they made it. In 1973, Andrew Chern and his father founded full-service restaurants, Panda Inn, in Pasadena, California. They were banking on the large Asian American population in the area to form their customer base. At first, there was nothing special about the business. They were like any other full-service restaurants, competing against other players in the Chinese food category. After a decade, Andrew noticed the boom in the fast food space. Customers were attracted to the convenience of quick-serve restaurants, but the space for the Oriental category was basically non-existent. Finding an attractive niche, Andrew opened Panda Express in 1983 in Glendale, California. Since Panda Express was unique in that it combined Asian cuisine with the fast food concept, it gained a lot of traction. The first few stores were located in shopping malls, and then they popped in strip malls, airports, universities and even in grocery stores. The chain grew outside of California to neighboring states such as Nevada and Arizona, to eventually reach the East Coast. In 1987, the chain's chef, Andy Cao, introduced the famous orange chicken. The first version was served bone-in, but nowadays you will find that the dish is boneless.
Welcome back to my channel. This is Eric with Eric C Productions, and today I'm going to be making Panda Express orange flavored chicken. It's going to be similar to Panda Express. It's not the actual recipe because I don't work there and I don't know what they do, but just so for this video's sake, I am making orange flavored chicken Panda Express style. So please, if you haven't seen any of my videos, please watch them. If this is your first time, thank you for clicking on, and I hopefully you'll find that my videos are interesting, and if they are, and you want to see more of them, please click the like button, hit a comment, and then also please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. And these are the items that you're going to be needing first. Okay, so this is what we're going to need now. We're going to need 1 pound of boneless, skinless chicken breasts. And here you can see I did 2 pounds because actually I'm going to be making more than a pound. You're going to need 2 eggs, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 1 teaspoon of sugar. And then you're going to need cornstarch as well, because that's going to be what you're going to be coating the chicken with. Okay, so I mixed everything together. So the egg, salt, and sugar all together in here. I'm going to take this and now make it into, pour it into the cornstarch here to bread it, pretty much. In the meantime, I have 2 cups of oil in here. No, actually, you know what? I'm sorry. I have 3 cups of oil in here. This is like a little like a fryer. So I'm going to be heating it up while I prepare the chicken. So as I'm breading it up, I'm heating this up. This automatically heats up to the temperature that it needs to be. And then I am going to fry it for about, I'd say about 4 minutes, because the pieces aren't that big. So I'm going to cook it for about 4 minutes. And here's another tip that I use. It comes with a little thing that you just drop in there too. As well as I use skewers. And skewers are good for just turning it around so it doesn't stick to the bottom. As well as, you know, picking up the little pieces from the breading as well. Okay, so I prepared my chicken. As you can see, everything is coated in cornstarch. I used a whole pound of it, so a whole container of it. It's usually about 16 ounces. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on this and put it in this, and then I am going to fry it in there for about 4 minutes. Okay, so I had enough to fill up the bottom of this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put it on. Turn on the heater timer, 4 minutes. It's going to fry for a while. And let me get the skewer, and I'm going to show you what I do while I'm... So what I do is I use a skewer, so I don't even have to go anywhere close to the oil. And just kind of turn it around so it kind of starts frying and separating so it doesn't stick to the bottom of that tray. You can see it's right there. Okay, the 4 minutes are up. Taking it out. And then I just pour it on this like a wire rack, just so I can keep kind of like get that oils out of it. And I'm going to continue with this batch here. You can see they come out pretty nice and golden brown. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish this whole batch first, and then I'm going to work on making the sauce. So there you go. Okay, the chicken is done. You can see I fried it all. Okay, my next step is to make the sauce. The sauce is going to consist of half a cup of ketchup, 1 cup of water. I'm going to have 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, and 1 tablespoon of, and plus 1 teaspoon of cornstarch, 2 teaspoons of sesame oil, and you're going to need 2 tablespoons of chopped green onions, as you can see there, as well as 1 tablespoon of grated orange zest. So these are all the things you're going to need. Let me put the, I forgot to put cornstarch. So let me make a note. There you go, cornstarch. I also forgot to mention that you need to put in half a cup of sugar. So as you can see there, I mixed it all together. Okay, keep in mind I set this aside. This is the orange zest, as well as the green onions and the oil. That's set aside. Everything else I mixed together. Kind of looks like a tomato soup a little bit. And that is going to be put on the stove. So I mixed it all together, and then I'm going to put it on the stove. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to heat up the oil, and I'm going to bring this to, bring it up hot. And what I'm going to do is I am going to take all this and pretty much toast it for about, I'd say about, I don't know, about 30 seconds. Okay, I think it's hot enough. Let's go ahead and add the orange zest and the green onions. Stir it all together. Turn down the match. Get this thing all heated up and cooked. You can see it's almost all toasted. Okay, 30 seconds have passed, and I am now adding the mix. And this is the sauce that I'm making. And as you can see, start stirring it a little bit. Add the orange zest. And I'm gonna, you have to stir frequently here. And then you're gonna be cooking this for about 12 to 15 minutes. Okay, so I'm gonna let this thicken for 10 to 12 minutes. Oh, I'm sorry, 10 to 12. 12 to 15. So the cornstarch in there will actually thicken the sauce. So I am gonna continue heating this up. And then as soon as I am done, I'm gonna mix it together, and then there you go. You got your Panda Express style orange flavored chicken. Okay, I am finished with the sauce. As you can see there, this chicken is all ready to go. Then I am going to add the sauce to the chicken. The 12 and 15 minutes has passed, and you can see the sauce has thickened. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pour it right onto the actual chicken itself. There you go. Let it steam.
Do we have any?
Okay, and that is the finished product. This is orange chicken, and it tastes a lot like Panda Express.
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
The combination of its good food quality, financial discipline and the boom in the Asian restaurant category brought Panda Express to new heights. By early 1990s, the chain had opened around 50 stores across the U.S. The chain remained cautious by expanding at a reasonable pace. The majority of the new stores were opened with internally generated funds. By mid-90s, they had over 100 stores generating more than $100 million. On the East Coast, they were met with Manchu Wok, a competitor that had established itself before Panda Express expanded in that region. Although Manchu Wok had more stores at first, it quickly fell behind Panda Express, who adapted its restaurant size to maximize its geographical footprint. The strategy to range stores from 400 to over 2,000 square feet gave Panda Express an entry point in all locations it wanted to play in. At some point, Panda Express feared that they would lose customers to Japanese restaurants. If you think about it, natural competitors in the East Asian category would be Chinese, Japanese and Korean food. And at the time, Japanese cuisine was prime for the quick-serve category with their ready-to-go sushi. Thus, in 1992, Panda Express decided to start their own Japanese restaurants, named Hibachi-san. The Japanese chain was not meant to be innovative or even grow at all. You will be surprised by its purpose. It was to make sure that customers would always choose Panda Express over Japanese restaurants. Just think about it. Becoming your own competition is the best way to win the competition. During all this time, Andrew was at the helm of the chain. And to be honest, I am seriously impressed by his business strategies. But he could not undertake all of his projects by himself. In 1994, he hired Joseph Mikitroto as COO to help expand the chain further. Mikitroto had extensive experience in the sector, having previously worked at Chi-Chi's Mexican restaurants. But his stay at Panda was short, amounting to 2 years, after which Andrew's wife, Peggy, assumed the role. I have to say that Peggy is a really smart person. She has advanced degrees in computer science and worked at 3M's aerospace division. She personally undertook a project to computerize the operational and financial systems of the chain. She developed the software